Hi, it's Joseline Hardrick, and I am back with another book. I'm so excited about this one. All Rise at the Courthouse. I loved writing this book because it combines my love of being a lawyer and being in the courtroom with my excitement when I was a young child and decided that I wanted to be a lawyer at around 9 years old. And so I try to imagine what it would have been like for me as a young child to go into a courthouse and meet all these great people and have a special surprise at the end. I didn't get the chance to do it, but I do help with Courthouse Tours now, and I've escorted middle school students, and I've gone to elementary school classrooms talking about being a lawyer and what lawyers do and what judges do, because I worked for 2 judges over 5 years. And so in this book, All Rise at the Courthouse, a young girl goes to the courthouse with her mom for Take Your Child to Work Day. She is not sure what to expect, and she is curious about her mom's job. She meets all kinds of people who work at the courthouse and gets excited when she gets to go into the courtroom. After meeting all the people who make the courtroom run, she has a special surprise at the end when she finds out that her mom is the judge. So this book is a great introduction to young kids about what happens in a courthouse so that they can feel comfortable going to one if they ever have to, and maybe even get inspired to become a lawyer or a judge someday. Without further ado, my latest book, All Rise at the Courthouse. All Rise at the Courthouse by Joseline Hardrick. This is a project of my company, 12-2 Training LLC, and specifically of my children's book division, Any Book That Inspires. This is another great work by the illustrator Teawithami, and you can find her on Fiverr. This book is dedicated to my son, little George. I love you. And to all future law students, lawyers, and judges, this book is for you. Off to work with my mom for Bring Your Child to Work Day. She works at the courthouse, so no school for me today. We climb the very long steps to get to the great big door. There are lots of people in line. I wonder what they're all here for. Mom flashes her badge and walks right through, but security is tight at the court. We walk through a metal detector, just like when we went to the airport. Through the building we go to my mom's office straight ahead. Is my mommy a lawyer? I wonder silently in my head. A lawyer is someone you visit when you have a problem to solve. In courtrooms and boardrooms, lawyers get them all resolved. When we get to the doorway, I meet my mom's assistant. She has papers and questions that need mommy's attention this instant. Mommy sits down to read and sign all the papers she must get through. This is not so fun, I think. I'd rather go to school. You know what will be fun? Mom says to me with a grin. Go sit in the courtroom. I will be right in. I get to go inside the courtroom, just like I hoped I would. It's a big room with tables and chairs, and everything is made of wood. And the seat at the front is called the bench, located in the middle of it all. It is higher than all the other seats, where the judge gets to sit so tall. Next to the bench is a smaller chair for someone called a clerk. They keep cases in order while the judge goes through her work. There is someone there whose job it is to speak only using her hands. She's translating in sign language so that everyone understands. Interpreters speak English, but also Francais and Espanol. Sometimes they also translate other languages like Haitian Creole. There are also court reporters who use stenotype machines to type down every word when the court has its proceedings. There's a witness stand next to the bench. It looks just like a booth. Before they start to talk, they take an oath to tell the truth. There's a table for the plaintiff, the person bringing the case, and across sits the defendant. Towards the judge, they all face. There are lawyers and clients and witnesses all waiting for the judge to take the bench. They are all anticipating. The bailiff knocks, then opens the door, and everyone gets real quiet. "All rise," she says, "the judge presiding." It's powerful. You can't deny it. "Be seated," says a familiar voice. Just then, I realized my mom's the judge and everyone knew. I'm the only one surprised. So I hope you enjoyed that book, and I'd love to share a little bit more about myself. I love reading children's books, and when I taught elementary school many years ago, my favorite part of the day was reading to the kids. Now that I have my own son, I have read many more books and have been inspired to write my own. My son was not impressed with the first one I wrote, so I kept trying until he laughed aloud while I read it. So began my journey as a children's book author, and now he has joined me in writing the books. And look out for those books coming out later this year. I hope your child enjoys this book as much as I enjoyed writing it. And so for more information about my books, and if you'd like to get in contact with me to do a classroom visit or to talk about what it's like being a lawyer or a judge and working in a courtroom, please visit www.joselinehardrick.com. Also, if you like this book, whether you buy it on Amazon or just listen to this video, you can do me a really big favor. Go to amazon.com and leave a review. They're really important, and they help other people decide if this is a book that's going to be good for them and their kids. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'll see you next time.